Oracle, you can just hang on to that Q if you
10
want to, and then
seconds
just
remaining.
save it and take off all of his retaliate stacks, and nothing's going to happen.
5
Um,
seconds remaining.
Now the other thing is that Inkswell is often the thing that you use in the laning stage to try and stay aggressive, and that also can be queued off. So Fortune's End just like completely destroys this lane. I'm wondering if they're even going to switch it up and put the Shadow Shaman in that lane instead, because that's one way you can make it work, right? Like Shadow Shaman, obviously really slow movement speed, not the greatest in the world. He does have some pretty beefy right clicks that he can walk into people with, but the thing that could work for him here is
Radiant
if they
team pick.
manage to get like a decent timing on the shackles, then you suddenly have like a shackles, and then you can pop hoof stomp as centaur and have your retaliate stacks working the entire time. And after one or two punches, Oracle's just gonna die. So that's one way that it could work. It's a little bit sketchy with the Grimstroke. I will say Grimstroke Shadow Shaman is a pretty hype combo. This is the old goodness. I'll talk
10
about this more once
seconds
we actually get into
remaining.
the game. But first and foremost, it feels like this is a really good Oracle game just
5
against these
seconds
two. And then
remaining.
also the Nyx Assassin kind of counters the Centaur Warrunner. Stampedes, pop Spike Carapace, stops in his track. You Spike Carapace while you're Vendetta'd, and then you just punch the Centaur. You get the break, but the Retaliate does damage to you first. And so that means that you just get all of that extra bonus damage onto him and a free setup for your Impale. And depending upon what items he builds, he could end up going for something else. Super good Nyx game. Absolutely love it. Shadow Fiend is an interesting one. They're revealing what their mid is going to be before the opponent mid, even though they have last pick. So it really feels like they're kind of setting themselves up to fail. Just right from the get-go. It's feeling a little bit tough. I'm gonna reopen this again and see if I can figure out how to do the thing. But I am so far way much liking FlyToMoon's lineup more than others. Um More than Winstrike's rather. So I don't know why this is not working. All right, well, I'll just have to try and solve that before the next game. So
Dire
apologies
team ban.
in advance to ladies and gentlemen out there that I do not have the open mic working. I'm just going to take that off for now, which sucks, but uh, because it's just having some issues, we're gonna do it for a second. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. Is here a Leshrac? Oh wow. Okay, a little bit buggy there as I was messing
10
around with settings
seconds
and all that
remaining.
stuff. So Lesh
5 seconds remaining.
seems pretty good. Gives you tower pushing in the early going. Lifestealer is going to be that high ground tower push, which is by raging and walking up high ground and punching it. They do have Grimstroke ulti, which pierces through BKB, which is nice. But besides that, um, they haven't really addressed this Lifestealer pick. It's the thing that's crazy, right? Like they pick Oracle,
Radiant
their next two
team
picks get
ban.
countered by Oracle and Lane, and then FlyToMoon pick a Lifestealer that's pretty decent against these. And he loves playing against Centaur. And then on top of that, they pick no BKB piercing disable. This is tough. I think FlyToMoon got this. This is looking really hard for Winstrike, even just at the early going to the draft. Now that can all change. There's lots of things that can be switched around, and there
10
is
seconds
some
remaining.
strong synergy that exists just in this lineup. To me, this feels like
5
Winstrike
seconds
is saying,
remaining.
we have a style
Radiant
that we
team
want to
pick.
play,
Dire
and we are
team
going to
pick.
run it, and you have to deal with us. I think that FlyToMoon have drafted a draft that gives them the ability to deal with Winstrike, but maybe this Winstrike lineup has enough early push group up to potential just to take it. You know, it'd be like the biggest brain move right here. Um, I was gonna say like switch it over to Centaur in the
10
safe
seconds
lane and then
remaining.
take like a Beastmaster or something. But I don't think they can do that anymore. They
5
need some
seconds
Lycan's already
remaining.
banned. They need like a Jug probably. And I don't think Jug's gonna be good enough. They need a laner against Batrider. Yeah, Jug.
Choose your hero.
I mean, this is like cookie cutter, easy peasy. So much so just like a group up and push oriented lineup from Winstrike. It's like we're going to try and solve all of the problems that we possibly can and just like hit this early timing and push. But they gotta hit that timing. God damn, you gotta hit that timing. If they don't, How bad is it? Maybe with this Shadow Shaman Grimstroke, it's not as bad. There's going to be another timing later on, which is going to be really nice. Maybe it's okay. Maybe this is decent.
10
My
seconds
worry
remaining.
is that the lanes are going to fall apart. But I
5
think that
seconds
with the
remaining.
Jug against the Batrider, that solves enough of their problems. They're going to have a bad top lane, most likely. That's just gonna be it's almost unavoidable. It feels like. But we'll see. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. There's always a chance. There's always a chance. So again, the issue that I feel like I have is that Centaur on the whole wants to be ahead. He wants to be pushing. He wants to be bullying. He wants to be doing, decent at the very least. He can do some like pull shenanigans, and maybe they switch it up and they like do a full on tri lane, and just try and like completely shut down General. But if General has a free game, holy crap, he's gonna cause some havoc. Like you get a last pick Batrider and you give him a lane that's somewhat decent, and he's gonna have a nice time. It wasn't overall last pick, obviously, but it was last pick for FlyToMoon. And there is only basically one counter. They don't have an answer for Lasso. They have an answer in the lane for Batrider, but they don't have an answer in the game for Batrider. Except for like Stampede and just like run in and follow the target that gets gone on, I guess. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1. Winstrike facing off against FlyToMoon. See how they get after it.
For battle.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about. So they're switching up the lanes, and they're going to run the Shaman with the Centaur. This is great.
Looking good.
I think that this is doable now. It is not doable if you put the Grimstroke in there with them. And now you've got Grimstroke Juggernaut, which is a really nice combo. I again wouldn't have minded to see DK Fogas just go and pull the first wave, like back behind his tower or something, or I guess the second wave technically. Yeah, but they're running 3 down here, so this is now a lot tougher. At least through the first wave, they're gonna try and get first blood, see if they can shut down this lane even harder than it would have been otherwise. It does leave Batrider alone, so General's going to have to be wary about that. He got this ward down. I don't think that it was seen. Not seeing any sentries being brought out early on. Mid, Lesh versus Shadow Fiend. Already has his raises, double mango on him. And he's building towards the bottle. A little bit surprised by that, as it looks like the Jug is going to be able to zone back out General here. Yeah, he needs to be careful, though. He can't really do this against the Grimstroke can't really handle this pressure from General.
Begins.
Although without another person coming in, they're not going to be able to do it. So, always on a fly. Winstrike, able to pick up 2. Aloha Dance. Was able to get there in time and get the other one for FlyToMoon. So 2 for 2. Is that right? Yeah, Winstrike, 2 for 2. So that's going to be one thing to watch for. They're sticking General already, swapping it out. So they knew it was coming. Now it's V-Tune in this lane against the Jug. And now, by the time the Batrider gets here, the fact that they walked over and got that lane switch, so important. Holy crap, that's huge. Although, Lifestealer? V-Tune? Dude, that's so much damage. Holy crap. Does he have a headdress? All right, he does. They don't have a headdress in this lane, though. They have 6 tangos as well as sticks coming out. So we'll keep our eyes on that and see how it's going. I mean, the sticks might be good enough. That's really interesting, right? It's like a very different style. Lifestealer is going for straight up like farming-oriented bunch of stats. And they decided to pick up 2 magic sticks because it was Batrider. So because of that, they're going to be behind kind of in the regen trading wars, and bottom lane here for Winstrike, they don't have sticks. In the meantime, Aloha Dance trying to go for that courier snipe. Does manage to get it. Drew the aggro of the range creep. So that's not the greatest in the world, but a quick TP away. And looks like they're going to be fine. Okay. Still getting magic stick charges here. Not as many as you would have wanted, obviously, but some of them. They do get that D ward there as well. Maybe could have gone for a deny. Would have been tough to do. But Young G versus Iceberg in the mid lane. So far, having a nice time. Haven't got to see a ton of the new Winstrike mid. But this could be a good time to check it out. This is interesting. Again, like using all that sticks. We haven't really seen them go in again with the Inkswell. As First Blood missed down bottom. This is what I was talking about. Like, General, if he just has a free game like this, this is going to be so hard for Winstrike to really deal with. They got the good matchup where they were able to dodge the jug with the Bat Rider, and then they end up finding First Blood. And General, not the best in terms of CS, but getting that kill certainly makes up for it. Okay. B-Tune pops Rage. He's fine and dandy. Super okay with this. Although Always Want to Fly does need to be careful. Why are they going on the Lifestealer? Surely you just go on Always Want to Fly. Like that first initiation when he didn't have Rage yet and he was just lifestealing. That was really nice, but that one felt strange. I guess that they're able to bait now. It's not even baiting out the Rage. They're trying to rotate over with the Shaman now. He looks like he is not going to be seen. So this is hypothetically a good move, but they should realize that something's going on. Always Want to Fly. He gets pretty close up there. Yeah, and it's not going to happen. They need to get a Stroke of Fate. All right, here we go. Catch him there with the shackles. Moving in. Oh, God, that was close. Dude, if he had been able to get that stun off, that was kind of crazy that he actually decided to cast it on himself instead of on the spinning jug. So he was able to almost get that dispel off, which would have been tragic for him. I think he might have actually gotten it off, essentially. Regardless, 1-1. And Aloha Dance just going to head over here and get a little bit of messing with this Shadow Fiend, who's been having a really nice time so far against the Lesh. I mean, you take a look at last hit's denies, it's not amazing, but it looks like some of those denies were very key ones, as he's almost a level up right now on the Lesh, as, oh my goodness, battling coming through. They managed to kill off the Shadow Shaman, in fact, and then turn it back around on Always Want to Fly. They do take that guy down now. So another round of trade-offs, 1-for-1 of supports in the top lane. And it's getting close to that 5-minute mark, which should signal bounty rune time. Looks like nobody's decided to go for him yet. Lifestealer. Still has Rage. Oh, what? Oh, Inkswell. Well done. That sets up for 2 bounty runes there. I don't know if Always Want to Fly is going to get there in time. It looks like he's not. And then on the other side, we did see, who was the other one that picked it up? General picked up the bounty rune, and then we got Shadow Fiend 1. So Winstrike going to pick up 3, with FlyToMoon only able to get 1 bounty rune there. And right now, you know, FlyToMoon, they're doing good. They're about 1,000 gold up. But there was that last round of kills where one of them ended up going back the other direction. So we will see. I think the thing that's going best for them right now, it feels like, is probably the Shadow Fiend's lane. He's actually right about even again with the Lash after a couple of those train out. And it's going to be like a pretty easy turnaround here. TP home, not going to do it. Literally, how much can I caster curse somebody? Wait, what? Oh, I thought, okay, never mind. I was still on the Shadow Fiend. I was like, he didn't get the regen? What? It's like the despawn or what happened there? But no, he got the regen rune. So really good for the Leshrac. Pull gets off here. Stacked up 1 time for the Shadow Shaman as well.
Regeneration.
Now a 2,000 gold lead for FlyToMoon, who are feeling mighty strong right now. Gotta be said. DK Fogos getting zoned out by General. just asserting dominance in this lane that Centaur did not want to see. We're going to be fully honest about it. And then Iceberg. Oh, God, is he going to get away? Oh, man. Would love another regen rune right now, but still a minute away before they're capable of even respawning. Now a 3,000 gold lead. I don't know. This is feeling like Winstrike are just trying to kick it up to the next level. This feels like a pretty clear outplay so far, and sort of out thematically thought up. Like they're doing a really good job of understanding what they need to do in this draft to be able to beat them. So what do we have here? Shadow Fiend, level 7. Like, God, what does he even get towards? I don't see a clear item or like timing. Okay, this is maybe a chance. Try and help out your buddy, possibly. Thinking about spinning in. They're going on to Aloha Dance. I don't even know if this is gonna work. They got Fate's Edict for this man. They jump inside with the Lifestealer, give him some extra HP, movement speed, time to chase down another. Dude, they are crazy right now. FlyToMoon are outside of their minds. Tango through that one tree, run away, get multiple rotations. Is in a little bit of trouble here. They don't have spin for another 3 seconds, but he's so fast. This Infest thing. What in the Sam hell? How? How? Well, they're doing it. FlyToMoon are looking real good. And I think part of it is like when you have a draft that's so very clear what like the goals of it are for Winstrike, right? It feels like everything becomes a little bit tougher. They take down that tower there. Aloha Dance breaking it. Dude, Iceberg is just with no regard for human life running in on fools, daring them to deal with them. Clears out the whole wave, runs the hell away from there. He had 3 stacks of raises up on him. He just did not seem to really be that bothered by it. You get multiple rotations over, and now VTune is going to start pushing top. I mean, I think that everybody kind of knows at this point how good of a player Iceberg is. I think that it's you know, everybody understands. He's still going for bots, even though it's been nerfed so much. Very interesting. Oh, there you go. That's what you need, my man. Gobble up that jelly. Get yourself the jelly. Shadow Fiend will catch back up. That's one part. This is a good move down here. They've got to try and make something. Dude, freaking TSA is level 3 on the Shadow Shaman. Oh, God. You guys better get that outpost. Holy crap. It's a 5,000 gold lead. You killing me? They take down Always Want to Fly. Okay, TPing in to try and save this. DK Fogas, turn. Oh, God. They want to kill off Iceberg. Silence onto him. Extra duration. Good stun. Follow up. No, the jump inside. Iceberg's living. Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What a god play by VTune. Oh, they did get both of the outposts there as well. The Winstrike, but my god, it came at a price. Dude, VTune jumping inside that Lesh there, and then the fancy footwork. My man was running around at like 500 some odd movement speed. And he just lived. Straight up lived. Killed off all of them. That was sexy. I liked it. Big fan. All right, Jug Mask of Madness. He's got to come online here soon. Iceberg wanted to just get the kill on the tower while TPing out. It is unfortunate that the boots of travel were like broken. I am a little surprised he went back for them though. That 6,000 gold lead. It's just gonna keep accelerating. Like what? Like I don't even know. He's going drums. Really? I mean, you kind of got to. You have to go teamfight items. Like you can't think about settling back into like a farming war, trying to go like Battle Fury or something like that. It just feels like they're getting so outmatched right now. Shaman, I mean, because of this, they've been able to get up higher levels, and it's going to be something to watch for. Like I think people have forgotten how good this combination is. The best thing about this, I said that I was going to talk about it earlier. If he can get levels, Like,
Dire's structures
the Ether
are
Shock
fortified.
damage is actually insane when you get 2 rounds of them, right? It basically almost feels like a, you know, an AoE finger or something in terms of the damage output, because it's 320 damage, but it's 2 times over in an AoE, or like into a certain number of
Dire's top
targets.
tower is
So it
under
actually ends
attack.
up being 640 damage if you get the Grimstroke ulti on to 2 targets, and then it's like in that giant AoE. So how many targets is it? It's 7 different targets, right? It's actually really strong. And then on top of that, you've also got, you know, a Hex, 3.5 seconds hypothetically, and then 5 seconds of Shackles onto 2 targets. It's an insane amount of like just absolute lockdown. But the downside is, and the hard part is, you really need to get levels on your Shaman, which they just don't have. He's level 6 now, which is, you know, it's a thing, as they just take down the top tier 2 tower. Like, look at how much of the map right now you're just holding. Like, all of that, it feels like, is FlyToMoon's. And Winstrike, they're gonna smoke up now and see if they can make some type of a movement here. I mean, this is the hard part, right? Like, if they can get this Lesh, this Lesh pickoff would be huge. They have to get this one. You guys just have to stampede in and go. Just go right now. You see him, just go. Just go. Run in. You got to get him. This was your moment. Oh. I mean, it's really easy for me to say this from my vantage point because I see him. You got to go in, though. Get in there. Run. 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 Omni Slash Fear. Nice. Hex. Follow up afterwards. The Shackle's going to be able to connect onto one of them. Is there enough for the kill, though? If you get out now with anybody, you're good. Wait. Another Infest? Are you kidding me? Iceberg lived? What?
Cannot be.
Oh my god. VTune, what a god. Are you kidding me? Dude, how much health do you get? How is this a thing? You get 400 health? Why? Why do you need that? Why do you need that? Why is that something that Lifestealer needs in this game? What the hell? Alright, FlyToMoon are on some next level stuff right now. VTune is a baller. Dude. I gotta take a sip of my coffee real quickly. VTune, the save yet again. He's gonna have more healing than the Oracle. Like, legit more healing than the Oracle. What the hell is this thing? Alright, let's see how it goes. 8,000 gold lead. I mean, you guys could see how good this hypothetically was. Oh, he went 2-2-2? Gotta max out that damage, my man. There's just 4 heroes here, and VTune, like, does not care one bit. Got 4 heroes just staring at this Lifestealer taking their tower. FlyToMoon are killing it. Alright, get some wards down. Try and get some extra vision. See if you can get some D wards maybe as well. Oh, this is good. If they can get the next round of neutral items. What do we got here? So they got all 4 of their early ones. It was just an Aquila picked up for the... Oh, okay. Okay. Wait. Oh, wait. Oh, leash. Okay. Silence. Jump inside. Oh, he's inside him again. A lot of healing. Always want to fly is there if things get a little bit testy, and they were a little bit testy. He is eventually going to die. This man is mortal. He bleeds. Chase down, looking for VTune. Oh, they want that Lifestealer. Jug's got him in his sights. But on the other side, always want to fly. How is he so much faster than them? How? Dude, 366. Oh, he gets hit, Bell. And that's going to do it. That's going to do it. They take him down. Now the chase down for VTune here. Rage, TP out of there. Mask of Madness. I'm so angry. I'm enraged. That's the other guy, actually. Okay. They made something happen. They got the Lesh. They got Lesh. What a killer. So many boots of travel. Did they know that these items were nerfed? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Pop Vendetta. And then just spike Carapace, and then you can set up onto the Centaur. Dude. Unreal. How much HP does the Leshrac has? He only has 1400. Oh, round 2. Oh my god. What a freaking monster. Oh, Omni Slash. Omni Slash, turn around. Jump inside of the Bat Rider. Jump out of the Bat Rider. No damage done. Young G taking DOT. Trying to back out of there. Oh, Aloha Dance. It's the big stunt. Now the follow-up. Where is it? Hoof Stomp off the mark to kill off the Grimstroke. Now around for double turnaround, double stun. Oh, get gone. It's all gone wrong. 4 dead yet again. V-Tune triple kill. I've never seen such a stylish lifestealer. This is legitimately the best lifestealer game that I have seen since the rework. I mean, I guess you could hypothetically say like the Ags lifestealers that were like silly, but he's having a hell of a game. 616, legitimately like saving Iceberg 3 times. He almost got him that 4th time too. If he would have waited for the Oracle ulti before he jumped inside, they would have probably been able to live. That's clearly always one of Fly's fault. FlyToMoon. Playing against their old organization. That's the other thing to keep in mind about this team, right? Like, if you remember, this used to be the old Winstrike. Winstrike let him go. Now they're playing against him. They went back to their FlyToMoon roots. Oh, it ain't happening, man. It ain't happening. Spin away there from Jug. It is just like it. I don't know. After the laning stage, like it's no. Gee, no. Don't show everybody. Does he give that Impla to Jug? Jug's just gonna stick with the broom handle for now. This is nuts.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, we will see. See how it goes. As 20 to 8, 16,000 gold lead. V-Tune working on AC. He's still a ways away, but he has the Hyperstone already. This is how you know you're having a good game. You go for the Hyperstone, you pick up that, or rather, you go for the AC and you pick up the Hyperstone first. Like, obviously, there's sometimes that people do it, but if you're feeling, like, scared or, like, your game's going bad, I think a lot of people go for that plate mail just as, like, an insurance factor. If you're feeling really good about yourself, or if you're a really bad player like me, you pick up that Hyperstone first. It's the way to play it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Y'all are so dead. Y'all are so dead. I can't even explain to you how not alive you are. Every single one. Every single one. GG. Oh my god. Holy crap. Oh, they destroyed him. Oh. I think that was a draft issue though. If we're gonna be real about it, like as soon as they switched up the Bat Rider and got him the good lane against the Centaur, it was like it just felt so hard for them to do anything. Like I want to just look at these, like from the outset, it just like, I mean, just look, like they there was a short period of time where Jug was like, all right, I'm up there. And then it was just like, oh, he's up there for a little bit. He stayed up, but yeah. And then obviously at the 15-minute mark or whatever, but even at this point, right? Like just did not have a great game. Again, I was surprised. Like there's sort of just some macro oriented things. Like it felt like Winstrike was saying to FlyToMoon, we're going to play our style of Dota. We're going to do what we like to do, and we're going to think that it's going to work, which I think is a good strategy in general. But the other thing is that, like, you need to give yourself some outs, and it was very clear from the early going, at least what the lanes were going to be, or what they could be, and that was tough. So, to me at least, that's a rough start. I think the other thing is, like, fourth picking your mid when you have last pick. They fourth picked the Shadow Fiend, and they had last pick on Winstrike. You kind of need, like, I think if you're going to have that last pick, particularly if you've already revealed and been countered pretty hard in the laning stage. You really need to have something that like gets brought out at the end that's like a big pick. Like if they would have fourth picked Jug instead, I mean, obviously you picked the Jug because of the Batrider. It was like too much of one-to-one countering while trying to stay true to their message of the early push. So it felt like they just had a good answer. So anyways, we're going to be back in just a little bit, all you wonderful people out there in the Dota 2 world. I'm going to go to a short break. I'll be back in like 30 seconds just to chat with you guys while we're waiting for the next game to get started. So if you have any burning questions or big thoughts or anything you want to know about, just shoot them on into Twitch chat. There's like a 3-minute delay or something like that, and I'll see it. And then I'll hear what you guys are talking about, and we'll get back into it. Stay tuned, everybody. More to come in just a few. FlyToMoon versus Winstrike Game 2 right around the corner.